Happy Sunday. Happy Labor Day as well. If you're in the US, hey. Thank you for being so patient with me. I had every intention of going live at 11:30 and then that didn't happen. So we're here now though. Welcome. Happy Sunday. I've got a little guest in the background if you can see her. Daisy. She's okay. She's just sleeping right now. It's kind of like a little bit of a rainy day here, so she's just chilling in the background. But anyways, happy Sunday. Welcome. I'm so excited to go live and do the all zodiac sign forecast for you guys. I'm going to go Aries through Pisces as always. I am going to meditate before each reading to clear my energy and get any channeled messages that want to come through. And before I get started, I do want to say Sagittarius, Pisces, Capricorn, your you versus them readings will be up next. So don't fret. I did not forget you. I've never in the history of this channel forgotten a zodiac sign, guys. Never. But I know when I don't put them out like one after the other, I always get a comment. I always get a comment or a message like, hey, did you forget about us? No, I didn't. Just be patient with me. Just be patient. I've never forgotten a sign, ever. So, yeah, let's do the weekly and get into it. I'm doing a live event. Hold on, it's gonna bug me. I'm doing a live event on my Facebook on Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can purchase a ticket all the way up until it goes live. I'm going to be doing a full moon collective reading for those of you that join. So I'll meditate on the group energy and deliver a reading. And then for about 30 minutes, I am going to randomly go through the chat and answer questions or pull a card for you. So all you have to do to be a part of that is to go on my Facebook, which is linked down below, and click on the event and purchase your ticket. It's $9.99, so I'm not too bad, right? And even if you can't be there live, that's all right, because you can view it as many times as you want, and you can submit your question via email, say, if you can't be there while I'm actually doing the reading. So check it out, y'all. Check it out. And follow me over there if you haven't yet. I'm also on Instagram, guys. And yeah, that's my announcements for today. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take a big drink of water. And do you love the partition? Thank you. I didn't actually buy the partition for this room. I actually bought it for my balcony. But they apparently have rules against stuff like that. I didn't know that when I bought it. But does it look all right back there, guys? I'm trying to make do. If you want to hear about also my new place and how things are going, also you can find that on Facebook. I just did a video 2 nights ago. So, whew. All right. Let me get my singing bowl. And I'm going to clear the air with my singing bowl. If you don't like the sound of it, cover your ears. It's a little loud. Okay. All right, and I'm going to meditate for a moment. And actually, you know what I haven't gotten out lately that I've been missing? My crystal ball. Hold on. I'm gonna meditate with this bad boy today. All right, Aries, I'll be okay. Hopefully that gets better. Sorry. Backfire. Aries, I'm going to meditate on your energy. If you like to meditate, meditate with me. It might help me pick up on your story. If not, just chill out, hang out in the comments. All right. Be right back. Okay, Aries. So, I was getting an Olivia Newton-John song, which may she rest in peace. I don't know why I keep getting her songs. She must have a very strong energy or presence in the collective, or a lot of people might be thinking about her right now. But anyways, doesn't matter. The song was "Let's Get Physical." Let's get physical, physical. So I don't know if Aries, you're focused on your physical well-being. I think I did in your spiritual reading get a lot of messages about the physical body and the way that you think about your body, and how the way that you think about your body actually dictates how your body behaves for you. And a lot of people don't understand that. They think, oh, everybody's body feels this way, or every disease has this exact outcome. And that's not the case. There's a wide variable there in how people's bodies are able to maintain themselves, how strong they are or how weak they are, how they respond to certain foods or diseases. Our bodies are as unique as our thumbprint, right? And so there's no one set rule for any of us. And a large part of how your body behaves is dictated by what you think about your body. Do you believe your body to be healthy? Do you believe your body to be sick? Do you believe yourself to be strong, or do you believe yourself to be weak? Like, it's a lot to do with mindset. And so there's this message here again coming through about physical well-being and needing to connect the dots between the way that you think about things and the way it actually manifests in the physical body. Also, when you hold yourself away from feeling good, no matter the subject, it directly impacts your energy levels, right? So if you are holding yourself away from feeling good, whatever the reason is, no matter how justified you are, just know that you're also holding yourself away from feeling as energized as you could be, just because of the way you've directed your thoughts. So, yeah. Paying attention to physical well-being is being highlighted. Maybe also getting more exercise, right? I believe that's like an exercise video, isn't it? I don't know. What was Olivia Newton-John's birthday? I know I've asked this before, but I've already forgotten what her birthday was. Does anybody know? So let's see what the cards have to say here for you, Aries. Now I have that song playing in my head. You have the numinous, which is all about mysteries, right? Piscean energy for some of you. This is about the unknown, the unknowable, your psychic abilities, the connection between the mind and the body and the spirit, the oneness, the collective. This also can talk about shadow work, though. And y'all, these retrogrades are kicking my arse. Okay, so I would not be surprised if a lot of you are feeling this retrograde. And it feels a little bit frustrating to me. It definitely is pulling a lot of people out of character, so you might also be feeling that, Aries. So pay attention to how you feel. All the more important to listen to your intuition, right? But let's see what else we have coming through and go from there. And I'm seeing, oh, Olivia Newton-John was a Libra. I feel like I knew that, but I forgot that. So some of y'all might have Libra in your chart, connecting with a Libra. Take it or leave it. So let's see, what else do we have for Aries? All right, so you have the Page of Swords. I don't like this card combination. I'm just going to be honest with you, Aries, because sometimes this talks about secretive behavior, gossip, drama, things being withheld, things not being talked about, reading between the lines, needing to use your intuition possibly if you're dealing with a person or a situation where the truth isn't evidently or abundantly clear. And that may be why you're needing to tap into your intuition a little bit more right now. But we're also getting ready to go into Mercury retrograde, to make matters worse, at the end of this week. So that tends to affect communication, right? Or can even put blockages up when it comes to openly communicating or getting out what you mean, right? Like right now, I keep tripping over my words. So energy like that, just be careful with that, especially if you're dealing with a water sign or an air sign, particularly Pisces or Gemini, but could be any of the water or air signs. I can still hear that song. Let me see your body talk. Your body talk. Oh, and this is random, okay, but when I was also meditating for you, Aries, I kept seeing pictures of like either it was a succulent or like a little cactus. I have no idea why. If I have like one person in here who likes succulents or like the little cactus things that you buy. Or maybe some of you are prickly like a cactus, or you're dealing with someone that's prickly. I don't know. I don't know. Take it or leave it. All right, so you have the Death and Rebirth card, Scorpio energy for some of you, in the Three of Cups. So this is talking about big changes and transformations, particularly when it comes to your social network, when it comes to the people that you're connected with. Could also be within the friends group. There might be some unknown variables going on when it comes to a relationship in particular, where you're needing to read between the lines, Aries. This could also pull you into your shadow, so caution there, trigger warning, right? Like, I'm not somebody who's easily triggered, but I definitely got triggered this past week. So with all these planetary alignments, it might be really easy to go into the ditch when it comes to not being able to assume positive intent. Some of you are not intentionally looking for a problem, but yet you are kind of in the way that you're thinking about something, or somebody could be doing that towards you, Aries. So just be aware, okay, of what you're giving your focus to, as I feel like that's going to be really important. There might be something here that you need to let go of, you need to clean the slate about. But I feel like for a lot of you, this also is talking about like, really, I heard keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But what I was going to say is that there's this message here about community or communion. Why am I getting that word, communion? About like keeping the people that you trust close to you, and maybe just for now, if there's somebody or something you don't trust, to kind of detach yourself from that for the moment, or at least turn your focus away from it if it's something that you're really considering or contemplating about. All right, one card on the person you might be connecting with. Queen of Swords. Some of you are definitely connecting with an air sign, but like I said, it's a general. So I feel like this person or people you're connecting with, there's this very blunt energy here. Again, you could be connecting with a situation where there's gossip or secrets involved, but there is insight and truth coming around that. I feel like maybe after the retrograde, maybe when we get closer to Libra season, right? Because this Mercury retrograde lasts quite a long time, if I'm remembering correctly, I think into October. So Libra season is being highlighted as well, although some of you might be dealing with someone with heavy Libra placements. But I feel like this person wants to put something on offer. They're trying to listen to their intuition here, but all has not yet been revealed with that situation just yet. So let's see what the guidance is then, Aries. Animal Kingdom. This says, animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have a lesson to share with you. So, sometimes when I get this card, I get weird, like, signs through running into a certain kind of animal. Like, for instance, I had, like, a week where I kept finding snakes. And it turns out there was a snake in the grass, you know, but like a frenemy around me. Or do you guys remember, especially if you follow me on Facebook, when all those foxes were at my house? Like literally a pack of foxes was on my front doorstep. What are the odds of that? I've also had time frames where just random turtles were showing up. So I guess what I'm saying to you, Aries, is pay attention to the animal kingdom and what animals are being presented to you. And maybe look up the symbolism, because I feel like there's a message in there for you. All right, so it could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, or Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer is primarily what I see, and Libra energies here. So, let's go to Taurus. Are you guys still in here? Why can't I see the chat all of a sudden? Hold on a second. Not that I want to get my face all up in your face, but it's weird. My chat went away. Anyways, okay. All right. Also, this is totally random, but I want to share it with somebody. I'm getting a second tattoo. Y'all remember when I got this tattoo? It's the infinity symbol with 3 little birds on it for my 3 children. And then I'm going to get the Om symbol here probably next week for my son's birthday, which, oh man, I can't believe I forgot to tell him. Happy birthday, Devin. I love you. I'm going to tell you again when I get to Virgo. He's a Virgo. His birthday's tomorrow. We're getting tattoos together for his birthday. He's 22. He's an adult now. So I'm not taking like a small child to get a tattoo. He's an adult, but yeah. Good times. Anyways, I'll let you guys see it when I get it. I'm very excited. And my chat keeps going away. That's so annoying. Hello. All right, Taurus. All right, Taurus. I had a lot of messages come through all at once, like a major download. Some of you might be getting like major downloads or epiphanies, or just having these moments, right, during this time frame where it's just like a lot to take in, or taking in the sights of something. I definitely know a Taurus that is going overseas during this time frame, so that kind of makes sense. Some of you might be traveling or have recently traveled and reacclimating here. They were showing me what is it? A telescope. Some of you might literally have like a telescope, but sorry, symbolically speaking, it's more so about like seeing far away, seeing something that's far away, or let me get the message right. Okay, so I'm getting that also it's about focus, about what you're focusing in on. Some of you are looking too far into the future and it's stressing you out, or trying too hard to future plan, possibly. And there's a reminder here to chill out, just be here and now. It could also be, I'm just going to say, that you're watching someone from afar or someone is watching you from afar. You know, or that you're far apart from something or someone. So take it as it resonates with you. There's a lot of different ways I could interpret it that. And let's see what else. Well, we have the second house, which is Taurus energy. This is your house. So this is all about assets, your material world, your possessions, what you're naturally good at, Taurus, that being highlighted, but also your aesthetics, which always reminds me of like clothing and shopping. Oh, and they also showed me a burger. Which I know Tauruses love to eat more than any sign out there, which I'm right there with you. I don't have any Taurus in my chart, but I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie through and through. Some of y'all are foodies, or your appetite seems to be enticing, or, you know, I don't know. I don't even know why that's important, but I say what I see, take it or leave it. All right, so let's see what else here for you, Taurus. All right, so you have the King of Swords, which is all about decisions. Could be dealing with another Taurus or an air sign for some of you, or you might have that in your chart. This is needing to make some decisions around your material world as well as luxuries, travel, aesthetics. Some of you might be wanting to go on a shopping spree, or you might find yourself like really going into like your comfort zone, maybe whether that's food, and they're also highlighting digestion. Okay, so be careful about the types of foods that you're putting into your body, because it's having some sort of impact on digestion for some of you. Or sometimes this is talking about the gut, like your gut reactions, paying attention to your gut reactions. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it, don't go there, don't say it. Okay, so pay attention to like instinctual responses as well during this time frame, especially if you have some big decisions to make around like your material world. Like I said, some of you, this is around like talent and what you're good at, but take it as it resonates. So let's see what else. Ace of Cups. Ooh, the Two of Cups. Okay, I like it. This is about love and relationships, and yet also somehow that impacting the second house of assets. So there's decisions to make maybe in both arenas, or this is all connected for you. Take it as it resonates. There's definitely like this soulmate or this very important connection showing up. It doesn't have to be intimate, but for a lot of you it will be, but it could also be connecting with a friend soulmate, a family soulmate, whatever. It's just feeling this connectivity come through for you, Taurus, and allowing yourself some luxuries, allowing yourself a break, to pamper yourself. All right, some of you may want to pamper another person that's maybe very important to you, or vice versa. Just don't overdo it, right? Because there is like some of you compulsion to overdo something, and in that case it will actually drain you. So that's just a side note, like a caution. Make sure that you're tempering your energy. Yes, but come from a space of love. The more love you can bring into a situation, the better you'll feel. All right? The more you could be in tune with your loving self, the easier things go. And it's also like the more loving you can be, the better things also go in your financial or your material world. Okay, so they're wanting you to see the connection. Sorry. They're wanting you to honor the connection or see the connection between how you feel and what manifests for you in the material world, but also in the assets department, because there's a connection between the two. I said two, whatever. All right, so let's see the person you're connecting with. Person Taurus is connecting with. Page of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So whoever you may be connecting with during this time frame, they are looking for opportunities to try some new things, okay? This person may also need a little bit more rest or to not rush things. This is kind of like a slow and steady energy here, to kind of let things come to them naturally and not to push the energy or push a situation. Is kind of what this person is being guided to do, is they have the card of surrender at the bottom of their deck. I heard don't push the issue. Why is my nose itching all of a sudden? See what the guidance is for you, Taurus? All right, it says listen. Be willing to listen if you want to understand someone. Now's not the time to be offering advice, but instead be a compassionate listener. So we all have opportunities to give and receive. You're being encouraged to take the more passive receiving approach by being a good listener. Okay. So you could be dealing with another Taurus or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This reminds me of Virgo here, and I have water. Okie dokie, dokie. I just said okie dokie pokey. All right, let's go to Gemini. Hold on a second. This is bothering me. I feel like my nose is itchy. Oh, what's up with that? Okay. All right. Gemini. Ooh, I got the itchies. Okay, so Gemini, I was getting the song Roller Coaster of Love, which is an old Red Hot Chili Peppers song. That song, I doubt you'll hear that one on the radio, but maybe look up the lyrics, or it could just be like you feel like you're on a roller coaster when it comes to love or relationships, or maybe that's been the pattern in one certain situation, like feeling like a roller coaster. It's exciting, but it's also can be nauseating. So it just depends on what side of that coin you are tapped into. And then interestingly enough, they're highlighting the teeth. I don't know why the teeth in particular. Does anybody remember that old like sitcom called Wilbur? You know, the horse that talked? Tell me one person knows Wilbur. Remember? Is a I don't even know. It might be black and white. Is an older sitcom about a talking horse. Wilbur. Okay, I'm bringing that up because why were they showing me that? I don't know. Oh, is it Mr. Ed? Where the heck did I get Wilbur from? Are those two separate shows? I don't know. Anyways. Why was I getting that? Horses? Horse teeth? Teeth? I don't know. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Like, leave. Oh my God. Oh, Wilbur was the man's name. Okay, thank you. Jesus. I was like, where? The talking horse was Mr. Ed and Wilbur was the owner. Yep. Weird, right? Okay. That's got to resonate with someone. Please don't make that resonate. If it don't, like, I don't know. Okay. All right. So let's get into it, Gemini, and see what we have coming through in the energy. For my Geminis. Oh, it's your card, Gemini. You got your own card here. So some of you could be connecting with another Gemini, and or this is just, you know, you showing up in your own energy, this very curious, communicative, versatile energy, needing to rely heavier on your strengths, Gemini, which your strengths are your ability to be flexible, your ability to adapt to any circumstance, to be a variety seeker, right? Very perceptive type of energy, street smart type of energy. But on the flip side, it could also be very restless, very fidgety. Communication also might be a hindrance for you as we get closer to Mercury in retrograde. So just something to be aware of. And let's see what else. All right, your card is somewhere over here. So this is the Magician here, which is all about manifestation, having all of the tools that you need in order to manifest whatever it is that you're wanting in your life right now. This is a really good omen. Now, some of you, if you've been going through a difficult time or difficulty manifesting what you want, particularly in love or relationships, I feel like the energy is actually working in your favor during this time frame. And so to not be afraid to be your curious communicative self. Thank you. I couldn't get that out. I'm so sorry. But yes, Gemini, this is beautiful energy here. So let's see what else. Two of Wands. The Star card. Aspire there. Page of Pentacles. Some of you might be connecting with Aquarian energy as well, or have that in your chart. But this is talking about wish fulfillment, manifestation. It's like once you have made the decision to look forward to your future, then your future looks forward to you. It's like they're wanting you to have this forward-facing mentality, to not get stuck in the past, not to cling to the past. Actually, this retrograde may help you to move away from something that you needed to move away from. But it's this energy of like looking forward to the future and having things to look forward to, and maybe even doing some future planning during this time frame. And I'm getting getaway. Some of you want to get away, or you have a chance to. I don't really know. But there's some sort of wish fulfillment here for you, Gemini, and you are the one manifesting this. So think about where your thoughts have been. What have you been focused on? Where are your desires? All right. And then pay attention to what comes to fruition as we go through September and the early part of October. There's something here that the seed has already been planted with, and now there'll be some sort of recognition or success around that. So that's a beautiful energy to get. Wow, okay, so this person has two cards, but both are in the reverse, Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So say if this person has been feeling kind of out of sorts or not really feeling like themselves, or there's been blocks in communication, I feel like that energy is dissipating. So this is actually like coming to conclusions, any confusion lifting. If there's been like this isolation energy, that lifting as well. It seems like this person is kind of coming out of their cocoon, so to speak, and ready to kind of go for what it is that they want as well. And a lot of them want some movement, right, or action around this connection or just relationships in general. But they do need to be careful, because sometimes this person, like, they can just really, I heard kill the vibe. Maybe they have a tendency to kill the vibe sometimes. I don't know. Like if they get all in their shadow. So, okay. Well, don't we all have the ability to do that sometimes? But anyways, that was specifically came through. Don't kill the vibe, okay? Because I feel like you're vibing high over here, and this person is trying to, but they may sink backwards, and that may kill the vibe. Okay, really? Why are my cards so messy today? All right, so this says believe. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. So this is asking you, do you believe in yourself, Gemini? Because if you do, you're getting ready to manifest something you're really going to like. All right, so it could be dealing with Aquarius or another Gemini, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Scorpio. Yes, those are the predominant signs I'm seeing. But it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Yeah, it's kind of a rainy day today. You know, I'm not even mad about that. Sometimes I like rainy days. You know? Like, it's a nice excuse to, like, do nothing. Thank you for the $9.99, Maria. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you, girl. All right. Cancer. Okay, Cancer. So they're highlighting nighttime in particular as being either a very active time for your brain, or maybe your dream state may be very active during this time frame. I was getting a very specific song, which I've gotten this song lots of times before, but it's in the middle of the night. I go walking in my sleep. Is that Billy Joel? I think it's called The River of Dreams. Oh, there's that message about dreams again. So dreams and water are being presented to me for whatever reason. You could actually be dreaming about water, or, feel spiritually connected to a body of water, possibly. Anytime I have dreams about water, I always pay attention to how the water's behaving, right? Is it clear and still and warm, or is it like a huge undercurrent, really choppy, really dark? Because usually water represents whatever emotional state that you are in your wake state. So I know, like, say if I have a dream about really choppy, dark water, that means I'm giving too much focus to things that I'm fearful about, or to emotions that don't serve me. And sometimes our dreams have this way of jolting us into awareness, right? Of like, wow, where was my brain at? Why am I conjuring that up in my dream state? So pay attention to that. And if nothing else, I mean, maybe that song will pop up randomly for you. Or what's Billy Joel's birthday? That's who sings it, right? Anybody know? Why does my chat keep going away? It's so annoying. Did you actually walk in your sleep? Well, there you go. Some of you are sleepwalkers. Okay. So let's see what else. And all right, so you have the card of Saturn, which is all about discipline, structure, time, taking the more responsible approach. It talks about having self-control over your emotional state, being mature, okay? Because on the opposite side of this coin, it could be kind of a difficult energy, or feeling tested, especially if you're feeling tested, right? It's like really easy to go into a lower level, like emotional response when we're feeling that frustration, or feel like somebody's testing our boundaries. But they're saying to take the mature approach, like you're bigger than this, Cancer, you're stronger than that, you know better type of vibe. Is he a Taurus, really? Is it Billy Joel that sings it? I think so. All right, some of you could be connecting with Taurus. So you have the Three of Wands here, which is all about preparation, things moving forward. So before you move forward with something, make sure that you've done your homework, Cancer, that you've organized it, that you're planning ahead of time. Some of you need to do better at planning ahead, especially during the retrograde, because it can be really easy, right, to get thrown off course. So they're wanting you to plan ahead, all right? Really? What the? All right, let's see what else. You have the Page of Wands. Your cards are messy. As I'm saying, like, get structured, get organized. Your cards just want to be like all over the place. Like, maybe some of y'all have felt a little bit all over the place, or, or maybe you've recently been spending more time getting yourself into a more organized state of mind. If not, that's what the encouragement is. So you're showing up here as the Page of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's like with due diligence, you get like a good reward, right? So this is all about... Okay, so this is a movie clip where he says, all play and no work makes Johnny an angry boy. Is that what it is? No. All work and no play. I don't know. They're saying that you can infuse playfulness and be, what's the word? Productive playfulness. Makes Jack a dull boy. That's it, right? Like, this is like taking two different aspects of you and having fun, but also getting stuff done. So like, if you have stuff that you need to get done, right, whether it be at work or around the house or something you're preparing for, they're saying, you know, get organized, but also have fun with it. You know, like play your radio or loosen up a little bit or make it a game. Okay, like there's a way to infuse fun into almost every activity we have as adults. It's just that most adults lack imagination, and so and they also don't understand the power of their own mind, because the mind can, if you can control it, can make you happy no matter where you're at, no matter the circumstance, no matter what you're doing. Happiness is an internal choice, right? So they're also wanting you to understand that, and also to infuse more joy or infuse more playfulness into the things that you love to do, but also the things that you have to do. So this is also talking about family support, friends, relationships being highlighted, harmony coming to that sector of your life, a sense of feeling more comfortable with where you're at and who you're with. And it actually looks like a very beautiful time for you, okay, where you're feeling more connected and more structured than you had in the past. So let's see, person you're connecting with. Okay, they're not in the same energy. So 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. You might be connecting with someone here, Cancer, that has some sort of struggle going on. Maybe they are needing to prioritize their own emotional well-being. I feel like this person often puts too much on their plate, and then they end up feeling overwhelmed, and then maybe that affecting their ability to control their own emotions. And it could be really easy to get sucked into like other people's drama or a certain person's issue, but actually you're being encouraged, Cancer, to stay in your alignment, to stay in your happy space, and that this person will either join you there or they will not. But either way, whatever they're struggling with right now, they need to take some sort of ownership over that, and your job is to stay feeling good. That's your only job right now, which is a great job to have, right? So you could be dealing with Pisces or what's this? Taurus energy here, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, and Sagittarius. All right. Oh, and let me pull a guidance card. Sorry. I was like totally, I didn't forget about you, but I almost forgot. Okay, so stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground, and you know you can do it. And by doing that, you will be the victor. All right. Okay, so there, I still hear that song. Mountains of faith, rivers so deep. Rivers so deep. I've been searching for something. So hard to find. I love that song. Actually, I like to listen to that song while I clean. It's just like, it's like uplifting. Anyways. Leo. Okay, this song is already coming through. I didn't even meditate. I hooked on a feeling. Hooked on a feeling. Is that for Cancer or Leo? I have no idea. Maybe a cusper in here? Do you guys know that song? I don't even know any of the lyrics other than that part. Hooked on a feeling. Hooked on a feeling. All right, let me meditate here real quick for Leo. Also, don't forget to give me a like if you haven't yet. Please and thank you. Okay. Leo, the song I got was, I got it before I meditated, so rewind, but it was Hooked on a Feeling. Does anybody know what the actual name of it is? BJ Thomas, Hooked on a Feeling. That song is super old. I don't know why that has a significance. Some of you are hooked on a feeling. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, right? But the other message that I was getting through was about don't push the issue of something, or don't overexert yourself, or like there's an easier pathway to get what you want, Leo, and it's not through force, it's not through control, it's not through manipulation. It's by kind of relaxing a little bit and letting the universe kind of bring to you what is an equal match to your desire. And so there's also that message about not letting yourself get frustrated as well. The easier you can be about life, the easier life is for you. Have you noticed? The harder you push against life, the harder life becomes. And so there's just a reminder here to be easy about it, but also to be easy on yourself. All right, give yourself a little bit of grace during this time frame, as well as other people. So let's see, Leo, what the overall energy is for you. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I keep for most of the zodiac signs, I keep getting that zodiac signs card, right? So for Taurus, I got the second house, which is Taurus. For Gemini, I got the card of Gemini. And then now for you, Leo, I got your card, the Sun, which is Leo energy. You also could have some sort of connection between Gemini and Taurus, or have that in your chart, take it or leave it. But this is all about being yourself. Being yourself, honoring yourself, tapping more into your heart chakra, being more open-hearted, being more loving of yourself, being more loving of others. This does talk about also being self-sufficient though, and knowing that you can rely on yourself at the end of the day, Leo. On the flip side, or if you take this to the negative, sometimes it could be a very ego or childish type of energy, so be careful about that. There's a way to express yourself, but also do it in a loving way, right? And so they're really wanting to drive that point home to you, Leo, is that's the key to getting what you want out of a situation, but also that's the key to getting the response that you want out of the people that you are connecting with. So I can still hear that stinking song. Hooked on a feeling. All right, so let's see. Wow, you're showing up pretty strong here. You're the King of Wands, which is Leo energy. This is talking about taking the lead, taking leadership, taking ownership, owning your own emotions, your own emotional responses, getting back into alignment, feeling more like yourself, being yourself. Because I have that song coming through again. You don't have to try so hard. I think it's like a Colby, whatever. I don't know her name. It's a song. Yeah, that basically encourages you to be your authentic self. Whew, and all of a sudden I got really nauseated. Like, ooh, I have to take a break for a second. Hold on. Whew. So don't overdo it, Leo, because some of you are exhausting your physical apparatus, all right? So again, give yourself grace, chill out a little bit if you can. And yeah, okay, it's gone now. Sorry. All of a sudden I got like this wave of nausea. Okay, so I have the Six of Cups. And you know what? I wasn't going to mention this because I thought, ew, that's a gross message to get. But I saw a toilet. I'm just going to be honest. So some of you might actually be having stomach issues or nausea, or you gotta go potty, I don't know. You need to clean your toilet, I have no idea. Don't click off, please. I don't know why I get the messages that I get. But I saw it in my meditation and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that. But then I felt nauseous, so yeah, all right. Okay, so 7 of Wands. And the 6 of Cups. All right, paired with the 3 of Wands. So yeah, this is about maintaining your well-being, maintaining your peace. Some of you, it's almost like the more you can kind of refocus yourself, the better off you are. There could be something that has a lot of nostalgia or memories, or this could also be around children, but take it as it resonates, that it's just too difficult to think about or to look at. Or it seems to me that, Leo, it's like a sense of not giving it your attention right now so that you can get back into this loving space. It's almost like trying to run from the memory of something. Or it's like every time you remember something, it has the ability to kind of pull you out of character or out of this loving space that you've been in or are in. So this is not a time to be getting stuck in the past, right? So I feel like a lot of you needing to look more towards your future, but that's going to be really hard to do because we have a retrograde coming up. So some of y'all, the past wants to return and you're like, and no, you know, or like past issues might be popping up, but it's like, it can only affect you, Leo, if you give it attention, and you have the ability to direct your attention in whatever direction that you want, right? So why not direct it onto the things and people you love, right? And not the things that irritate you. So, person you're connecting with has the Knight of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. So this person, the Knight of Cups is like this emotional, open, communicative, vulnerable energy. So they may be going into the space where they're just wanting to express their emotions more. This is also highlighting their heart chakra. So they're being also encouraged to honor who they really are, to honor how they really feel, to not let ego and pride get in their way. This person might be also just kind of focused on the things that need to be done, or at least that's where they need to focus, right? They also need to leave the past in the past and look towards their future, Leo. So y'all are kind of on the same vibrational frequency, or you're like on the same path for some of you. So let's see what the guidance is. Is there a part of that song, sorry, I can still hear it, where he says, "Candy girl, she's my candy girl." Or, no. Is this a different song? Sugar. Oh, honey, honey. What's with all these songs? What era are these songs from? I could be tapping into people who grew up in a certain era, or like you could be connecting, because sometimes this card does talk about the father figure, or the grandfather. Like, I just feel like this is like 50s, 60s, I don't know, 70s. Is it like oldies? Yeah. Like the oldies. Some of you listening to the oldies channel, I don't know. Anyways, all right, so it says, find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes hectic and stressful, then that's the time to ask yourself, when was the last time I checked in with me and how I feel? Okay. So Leo could be connecting with another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. I have Cancerian, Taurus energy here. Girl. Cancer energy. All right. Okay, so Virgo. Happy birthday to my Virgos. Let me not forget. My son's birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I love you so much. You are my boo. Happy birthday, Devin. I don't know if he watches. Sometimes his girlfriend watches, but I just want to say happy birthday to him. But also my other son, Ashton, his birthday was August 31st. He is also a Virgo. I have a lot of Virgos in my life. And also happy birthday to you, Ashton. Mommy loves you so much, to the moon and back. Okay. All right, now we're good on that. So let's go to Virgo. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. So interestingly enough, they were highlighting the lens, but also the eyes, eyesight. Like I was actually seeing, you know, where you go get your eyeballs checked and then they go, is that better or worse? And like they try on the different lenses or whatever. Some of you might literally need to get your eyes checked, but also figuratively speaking, this could just talk about getting a clearer vision about what's in store for you for your future, or getting more clear about also perception and how you're perceiving a certain situation. And then I'm also hearing hindsight is 2020. So some of you are getting clearer about something that occurred in the past that you're getting some sort of hindsight on, because I heard hindsight again is 2020. So something about vision, either that being spiritual visions that you're having or actual vision. Okay, so take it as it resonates for you. And then I also saw a sunflower. So I don't know if you guys like sunflowers or what. But. So let's see, Virgo. Oh my gosh, y'all. I just got done talking about this. I keep getting the same card for the sign that I'm reading. So for Gemini, I got Gemini's card. For Leo, I got the card of Leo. For Taurus, I got the second house, which is Taurus. And now for you, Virgo, I got the sixth house, which is Virgo energy. Y'all. What in the world? Okay, that's crazy cool. I don't know what the meaning of all that is, but like my cards, surprise and delight. You know what I mean? Like, I guess a lot of people will be feeling right in their element. I don't know, or needing to exercise your specific strengths as being a Virgo. So what are your strengths then? detail oriented, okay? Your rituals, the things that make you feel more organized, the skills that you bring to the table, what you're naturally good at. Sometimes this talks about work and maybe focusing on that, but also focusing on well-being and diet, which is interesting as well. So let's see what else for Virgo. The Wheel of Fortune and the the 10 of Pentacles. So that's interesting because the Wheel of Fortune talks about destiny and karma. And it's paired with whatever brings you security and stability and, yes, money and work. Okay? So there's something here. Oh, okay. So some of you are going to get a clearer vision about like where you're headed in the future when it comes to either the things that you do for a living or your money situation or your security or your stability, right? There's something here that is destined for you, right? So it may come through in a lot of different ways, but I feel like Virgo, you're definitely being supported in this energy to kind of get what you want and go towards what you want, which good, because it's your birthday season, right? This should be a lucky time frame for you where you feel more secure and stable, all right, also in where you're currently at versus how you might have been feeling in the past. Okay, so let's see. All right, my head's itchy. Y'all can't see my dog, but she is passed out right now. She's like, I'm gonna show you guys what she looks like in a minute. All right, 6 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Wow, that's amazing. So Virgo, this is talking about getting recognition, it's tapping into your creative self, intimacy, passion, love. It's like all eyes on you right now, especially for your birthday season, which I actually just got done talking to my friend Rebel Angels this morning about Virgo and Virgo season. Y'all be so extra on your birthdays. Most Virgos are, which there's nothing wrong right with that, right? Like, be celebrated, celebrate you. Others might be wanting to celebrate you, Virgo. And this is like getting that creative spark back again into your life. And if there's been things that you've been avoiding, right, this is time to maybe take a look at that as well. If there's anything that's been escaping you, okay, so there's a message about that too. Like, if the solution to something has been escaping you, I feel like the solution is on its way, because this is success, 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 success. Some of you having success in the 6th house of work and details, but take it as it resonates. Could also be when it comes to connections and relationships. So person you're connecting with, Virgo, the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So you could be connecting with someone who is patiently waiting for you, Virgo, or maybe at a physical or emotional distance with the 3 of Wands here. But I feel like this person's ships are wanting to come in too. Like, they have blessings coming in for them as well, because this card talks about satisfaction, and then paired with the 10 of Cups is like, you know, feeling completely emotionally satisfied, or that's what they're looking for in their life in general. Definitely highlighting family as well. Okay, so this person might be envisioning their future family, or it's just like that's the direction that they're headed in energetically, is to this more loving space. All right, so let's see what the guidance is. All right, so I didn't mean to get 2 cards, but I did. So I have believe and listen. I feel like listen is for this person. whoever you're connecting with or the people you're connecting with, they're being encouraged to be a better listener, a more compassionate listener. And yours is believe. The force that works through your soul determines what's possible. The difference between success over failure is the power of your belief in yourself. So you're really being encouraged, right, to believe in yourself, Virgo, and to love yourself a little bit more because good things are on its way to you. So yay. Could be dealing with another Virgo. I have fire here, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, those are the predominant signs, or possibly Capricorn, Taurus. And Cancer over here. All right, so go to Libra. Libra. Oh, she moved. I was going to show you my dog because she was all like on her back sprawled out, but she's moved, so she looks more normal now. Okay. Libra. Okay, so Libra, I got a Janet Jackson song. It's all for you. She says, it's all for you if you really want it. It's all for you. So, yeah, take from that what you want. It could be how you're feeling in regards to a certain person or a situation. Like, I do this and I do this all for you. Or it could be how someone wants to love you, Libra. Take it as it resonates and maybe check out the lyrics to that song as well. And then I was also seeing astronauts. Yeah, I know. Weird, right? But what I got from that, symbolically speaking, was some of y'all keep spacing out, or you're a little spacey, your little space cake during this time frame. So be careful with that, Libra. I have a Libra moon and rising, and I'm telling you, I've been a complete space cake. I mean, I don't know what's happening with the planetary influences or why, but I mean, I will straight up space off in the middle of an important conversation, or God forbid I sit down and watch a movie, because that ain't happening. Like 15 minutes in, I'm already not paying attention. Like, I cannot pay attention lately. I do not know what that is about, but there's this message about spacing out or detaching, Libra, or you could also be connecting with someone who has those characteristics, but take it as it resonates, all right? So let's see, overall energy for my Libras. All right, so you have Pluto here, Scorpio energy for some of you. You could be dealing with one or have that in your chart, or it's just simply the influencing vibes. Sorry. This is talking about change and transformation, renewals. what motivates you, how to claim your personal power. Sometimes this talks also about suspicion and obsessions and can be a very intense and extreme energy. So be careful with that, as there might be a lot of erratic things going on or changes in schedule. We have the retrograde coming up. Well, we're in Uranus retrograde, but Mercury retrograde as well. We have a lot of planets in retrograde, and somebody, I was reading up on this, like, is it the Uranus retrograde that hasn't happened in 80 something years? I'm not sure. I'm not an astrologer. I am a tarot reader, but I definitely do try to pay attention to the planetary influences because I do feel like they have a great impact on all of us collectively, emotionally and spiritually. And so this is a really interesting time to be alive, right? Like a lot of very intriguing things going on planetarily, and you may feel, Libra, the impact of that, all right? Especially on your personal life or the things that you hold personal to you, because this card talks about the inner self. So let's see what else. All right, so you have the Knight of Swords here, which is all about, needing to pay attention to communication, not communicating when you're angry or frustrated. Be careful about that. Sometimes this card combination can talk about conflict or drama. So yeah, Libra. There just seems to be a lot going on. This can also talk about the thought space and not giving focus to things that pull you out of character. And I think that was kind of the theme of the last Libra reading I did, which was like being pulled out of character, communicating when you're not feeling like yourself, and being careful about that, Libra, because you could say things that you don't even actually feel, right? Like, so have you ever like said something and you were just in the moment or the heat of the moment, and then like the next day or two later, after you get back into feeling like yourself again, you're like, I don't even feel that way. Like I didn't even mean it, like be careful about like that, because I feel like that could be like a high likelihood or a high possibility. Or you could be connecting with someone who is acting out of character, all right? Especially if they also have Libra or Scorpio in their chart, but could also be Aquarius, Gemini energy. Yep, the Five of Cups, the Tower. Holy cowabunga. All right, so Libra. Sorry, my back itches. You have basically the Tower out twice, which is like... let me put it to you this way. If you've been feeling emotionally drained or physically drained lately, it's because you're out of alignment, meaning you're not bringing your best self to the table. You're giving too much thought to negative type of thinking, or giving too much thought to things that don't serve you. And it's creating drama that you really can avoid if you just be a better focuser of what you're giving attention to. Some of you are literally creating a problem where there doesn't need to be a problem. And so you have an opportunity here to redirect that energy before we go full on into the retrograde on Friday. So it's like, well, how do you want to feel? Ask yourself, do you want to feel like crap, or do you want to feel good? I mean, that's up to you, right? It could be really hard though. It could be like feeling like you're being pulled into things that you don't even want a part of, but you're an attractor, right? This is not a law of insertion based reality. It is a law of attraction based reality, which means you get what you're feeling. So what are you feeling most of the time? What are you giving your focus to most of the time? If it feels like it's heavy or things have been weighing on you, then be a better focuser of your energy. The good news is that there is a change coming here that might break you free of that type of vibe, but it's really up to you. It might be a good time too to like spend some time alone, or have like a me day, or like a day where you don't have plans, maybe, to kind of get your head on straight here, Libra. And I do feel like you are going to get your head on straight, and then the situation will change again, and it's going to change in your favor because of the way that you're thinking. So, and I have an immense amount of ringing in my ear all of a sudden. So that must ring true to me as well. I don't know. What does that mean? Was ringing true to someone? All right. So I am a Libra moon, right? Maybe I need to rewind this and watch it back myself. All right. I am the King of Cups and the person you're connecting with. So whoever you're connecting with, Libra, sometimes this person gets a little bit defensive when they don't need to be getting defensive, but that's because they get sucked into their own emotions. So like attracts like. If you're not in your best self, you might very well attract someone who's matching that energy. All the better reason, right, to refocus yourself and to maybe isolate until this passes. I feel like, yeah, there's some impulsivity coming from this person's energy as well. And they also need to kind of walk away and gather themselves, especially when they're getting stuck in their own emotions. Because I feel like that impacting this person, their energy levels as well. But they'll get it together here, Libra, as soon as you do. Because y'all seem to be connected and you're actually feeding off of each other, but I'm not entirely sure it's in the best way. So just be mindful of that. Let's see what the guidance is. And when I say feeding off of each other, I mean energetically. But take it however it resonates with you. See, now some of you, the problem is because that song, right, she says it's all for you. Well, right now you need to not make this about someone else, you know, but to actually turn that within and make it about you, Libra, and do this. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it for you, not for someone else. You need to ask yourself that. Is this what I want, or am I doing it for someone else, right? So let's see what the guidance is. It's all for you. You really want it. I got the card of solitude. Literally, if you're not feeling up to par, cancel your plans. I promise. You will not regret it. It used to be when I was younger, and I'm a Libra rising, Libra moon, like I said. When I was younger, because I love to people please, and I don't like saying no because of all my Libra placements, I would force myself to go places and do things that I didn't even want to do, you know, or maybe that I even had a bad feeling about, but I would still do it. And as I've gotten older, the most important thing I have learned to say is no. No. I don't feel good. I don't want to. I appreciate the invite, but no. Libra, do you need to learn how to say no? Maybe. All right, so this is soul solitude. This says your soul needs attention. There's moments when it's important to get away. This is a time to get away from the noise of the outside world and find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. And then you have the card of hope. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they're seeing you at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with something specific, always have hope. So Libra could be dealing with Scorpio or another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing. Taurus here, Capricorn here. Or that could be in your chart. All right, Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, I was getting the song Yellow by Coldplay, I think. It's all yellow. I don't even know what the song is about. If you know, put it in the chat. Also, the color yellow might be of some significance, or you might randomly hear that song, or I don't know, take it or leave it. And then, you know what's really funny is I was getting images of Mr. Ed again from the Gemini reading. So some of you are definitely connecting with a Gemini or have Gemini in your birth chart. If you do, go back and check out the Gemini reading. Or you may resonate with it even if you don't have Gemini in your chart. I'm not really sure, but they're cross-referencing that reading or that message for you, Scorpio. So rewind. And yes, so I don't have a clue what any of that is about. So let's get some cards out and see. And I did hear on target. So you're on target about something here, okay, Scorpio? Oh, one last message. They were highlighting the heart and the lungs in particular. The heart and the lungs. I didn't get anything beyond that. I just saw the heart and the lungs. So to me, this is like solar plexus energy here, heart chakra energy being highlighted. So let's see what else. For my Scorpios. All right, you have Virgo energy here. Some of you connecting with Virgo or have that in your chart, but we're also in Virgo season. So this reading might actually resonate through all of Virgo season, which is all the way through close to the end of September. But this is about being very methodical, being very efficient with your time, with your energy, paying more attention to your health and your health habits, all right? To be more discerning with the decisions that you're making, but to leave out any like overcritical nature. Some of y'all are being too hard on yourself or like your own worst inner critic, right? Especially if you have Virgo placements in your chart. Especially if you have a Virgo moon, but take it as it resonates. It's just like be a little bit easier on yourself. Things don't have to be perfect. Sometimes this could be an anxious or frustrating energy, so you're overdoing it if you're going into that type of mood. So take the time to realign yourself and prioritize your well-being, Scorpio. Also, herbals. Okay, so I don't give health advice. This is a tarot reading. Please, for the love of Pete, go to a professional. But I will tell you this. They are highlighting herbal remedies as well as they're saying out of the box thinking when it comes to physical well-being. And now reference to the Aries reading. The Aries reading was about how your thoughts affect your physical apparatus. If you have Aries in your chart, rewind and watch that as well. So this is talking about determination. This can also lead to frustration though. So it's like two different parts of you showing up. This very determined part of you, but also sometimes this frustrating type of energy or getting frustrated with yourself or with the environment or with another person too easily. It might also be an issue because I heard getting on my nerves. So it's kind of like this irritable, like there could be like something going on in the environment that like gets on your nerves, Scorpio. And I don't know. Okay, so I get the message behind that is like if you're getting into that irritable space, it's because you're giving too much thought to like this very critical energy, being too hard on yourself possibly, or you getting on your own nerves and then everybody's getting on your nerves, like getting too down on yourself or too like frustrated with a situation, and then it's kind of like impacting like other people around you, or you could be, if this isn't you, connecting with someone that like I heard their energy is contagious, and that could be a good thing or that could be a bad thing, right? Yep, here you are, the Tower and the Moon and the Devil. Great. All right, so I'm just kidding with you, Scorpio. It's going to be all right. You got Capricorn here, Capricorn energy, Pisces energy as well. So Scorpio, big emotional changes coming through, but this is a very intense type of vibe. So first of all, you're already an intense freaking sign as a Scorpio, right? So then you pair a couple retrogrades with that, this kind of irritable energy, and yeah, that could really overwhelm the senses, if you know what I mean. There could be just like a lot of erratic stuff going on that gets you overwhelmed, right? Or some sort of change that's coming through that may seem overwhelming, but of course it's in your highest good, right? So don't be nervous about this, Scorpio. Don't prepare for the worst. They're saying doomsday prepper. I don't know. Maybe there's someone tuning in that's like that or into stuff like that. But it's like doomsday is not coming, okay? But another day is coming. Another day, another chance to get it right, to get into alignment, to be kinder to yourself, to let this frustration go. But some of you, your shadow might really be pulling at you. And it's like the more you try, the harder it gets. It's almost like the more you try to figure a situation out or a person out for some of you, the more entangled you get into the problem. And so they're actually saying to just leave it alone for a little bit, because this reminds me of the Libra reading. Like Libra, in the Libra reading, it was like, well, you get what you focus on. So if you're focused on the irritation and the problem of something, it'll grow, you know? So do you want to grow the problem, or do you want to let it go for a little bit and be kind to yourself in the meantime, and then be in receptive mode so that the solution can come in? Because some of you are creating your own misery. It's not that you're intentionally trying to do that. It's just that it's just easy to do that on accident, you know, because we get used to our stinking thinking, and then we get wrapped up in our own stinking thinking, and then before you know it, we've exhausted our brain, you know. This law of attraction, law of momentum. So I feel like you might really be impacted by this retrograde, the Uranus retrograde in particular, because you are a fixed sign, right? So yeah, let's see the person you're connecting to. Page of Cups. So person you're connecting to, ooh, the King of Cups. So this person wants to give to you. They want to be there for you, Scorpio. They want to give to the connection. They want to see things come together. But sometimes this is, I feel like whoever you're connecting with, they can be childish. They can be, I hate to say that, but I'm getting like that this person has a tendency to, I don't want to say they have a tendency to, they're showing up as kind of immature. I'm just being honest. But they are trying. Like they are trying to, they're trying to act like they're taking the mature approach, but they're actually being passive aggressive, or like what they're showing you isn't 100% exactly how they actually feel about the situation. You know, when you're trying to take the higher road, but you still have an opinion. You know what I mean? Like, you know, or you're like, they're pretending. I'm sorry. They are pretending to be more mature than they are. in this given moment. I'm just saying, especially if you're dealing with another water sign or a Gemini. Oh man, if you're the cross watcher, I love you. Listen, I have love for everyone, but don't we all play that role sometimes? Like pretending like, oh, that didn't bother me and it really bothered them, or pretending to like be like, it's all right. Like, I forgive you, but they don't forgive you, or like, like there's there's something that they're saying that's not aligning with how they actually feel. And as a Scorpio, you probably already know this, okay? So, like, you would sense that right away, I feel. Let's see what the guidance is. Or you could also be the one doing that, Scorpio. It is a general reading, so don't get it twisted. And certainly you would know if you're the one doing that, but it could be both of y'all are doing that. I don't know. I heard check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's not a very mature saying, is it? You know, sometimes if you're attracting that out of another person, it could be that you're doing it and you don't even know that you're doing that yourself. But hey, take it as it resonates. All right, so it says let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. It's time to let go. So, wow, Scorpio, really interesting reading. Could be dealing with, again, Gemini or another water sign, Pisces in particular, but could be Scorpio, Cancer. I've got Virgo here and Capricorn as well. And now we go to Sagittarius. Are these upside down? What's happening? Sagittarius. My goings. All right, so Sagittarius, I feel kind of like some of y'all maybe need a day off or a little bit of exhaustion coming through in the Sagittarius energy. Especially been like roaming around, moving around too much. Just having a day to yourself might be helpful. But I also, they kept showing me locations on a map. So, location. I don't know. Well, trust me, I feel like Sagittarius is always up for an adventure or travel. So some of you are scoping out your next location, but it could also be like with housing or the job market. Yeah, checking the location of something or locating. I don't know. I just keep getting that word over and over again. So let's see. Sagittarius. Because I have that song in my head too. Send me your location. I forget. All right, so you have Leo energy here. You could have that in your chart, Sagittarius, or it could be dealing with a Leo, or it's just the influencing vibes. So this is all about expression, creativity, love, romance, very like flirtatious type of energy for some of you, but it could also be a bit excessive, so be careful with that. It could also be very egotistical energy, so be careful with that. You could also be connecting with someone who has those traits or heavy Leo in their chart, so take that into consideration. And then you have Judgment, which is Libra energy. Some of you may have Libra in your chart or be connecting with one, but this is talking about mostly, Sagittarius, if I'm being honest, being more loving to yourself, okay? Because sometimes this energy could be like very critical of self, okay? And this kind of reminds me of the Scorpio reading. So some of you might have Scorpio in your chart or be on the cusp, but it's like being more loving to yourself, but also there's something here about your past that you need to forgive. Forgiving something from the past. And I don't mean something that somebody else did to you. I mean something that you keep holding yourself accountable to or keep in your energy alive that needs to be relinquished or let go of. Like you're not the past version of yourself anymore, right? Sagittarius, and it's okay to say if you made a decision and you regretted it or it didn't turn out how you thought it would turn out. It's like, don't beat yourself up over that because it was a learning experience and you grew from that, and that's all right. Like how would you know what's for you if you don't know what's not for you? The only way to know and carve out your path is to kind of put yourself out there and see how it pans out. And if it doesn't pan out well, then you know better. You know what I mean? So it's like, be a little bit more graceful to yourself, Sagittarius, and also graceful to others, right? If there's been also someone in your energy who's always very critical of you, you might want to distance yourself from that person just temporarily, because I do feel, especially if you're exhausted, that might really piss you off. So never, ever piss off an exhausted Sagittarius unless you would like your head removed. I mean, they're showing me I'm getting an image of the praying mantis. Like, listen, y'all. There's a few signs in the Zodiac that you never, ever, ever want to piss off. And Sagittarius would be at the top of that list, okay? Because they have no filter already. So they're definitely not going to have a filter if you piss them off. Isn't it a female praying mantis like chops or eats the husband's head, or when they're done mating, don't they kill the Am I making that up, or is there a spider like that? Anyways. So, yeah. Don't get your head bitten off. You know what I mean? All right, so let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. Ooh, yucky. The Seven of Swords. Whoa, what's that about? The Ace of Wands. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, I want to clarify this. Nope. What's that? All right, so Sagittarius. Who did I get the frenemy message for? I know it was another zodiac sign. Was it Leo? No, it wasn't. I don't know. I'm not saying that you have a frenemy or you are a frenemy, but maybe. But I'm getting like a not so great vibe off of this. So let me tell you this. On the positive end, this is like re-sparking your nope, that's not the message that wants to come through. There's something here about like something being able to take you out of character. And it certainly could be, Sagittarius, that you're maybe feeling like a lot of angst or like not really trusting someone, but you're not necessarily saying like how you feel, which is very uncharacteristic of you, because I just got done saying you're the bluntest of all the zodiac signs, and now here you are kind of keeping some things to yourself, kind of like a Scorpio would. And this actually reminds me of the Scorpio reading. So, you know, I feel like you should probably watch that reading, even if you don't have it in your chart, because I feel like this is a similar type of message where it's, and if it's not you, it could be that you're connecting with someone, Sagittarius, that seems to be holding a lot of secrets, that's feeling some kind of way, and yet they're pretending that they don't feel that way. So there's definitely either a false person in the environment, or you are the one doing this. So take it as it resonates. But I don't want to make this reading about that, because that's not where source and spirit wants you to focus. Like, karma will come, you know, or the truth will come to light, or, you know, eventually you'll process whatever this is. But right now, they're actually wanting you to focus on your family, your home, the things that give you more structure, the things you have control over, your creative spark, what gives you passion, what inspires you, Sagittarius, and let karma do what karma's going to do. But karma's definitely going to be coming in and changing some things in whatever this stinky, icky situation or person or energy is. I'm just saying. It could also be related to a Virgo, because I just noticed there's a pig flying in this card, and that was the name of Virgo's reading. Or if you have Virgo in your chart, maybe check out that reading. All right, so, or Leo. I have Leo out twice. So person you're connecting with is the Strength card. So I feel like whoever you're connecting with, this person you have someone here, and I don't feel it's the same situation as I picked up earlier, where there seems to be some lies or some suppression of what's actually going on happening. This seems like a different situation where you might also be connecting with someone who wants to be there for you, because this seems like a very helpful energy, someone who has a strong desire to protect, that could help you make some sort of decision here, or helps to bring you back to center. Like, I feel like there's someone here showing up for you, Sagittarius, that has your best interest at heart. And then there's another situation where I don't feel that's the case right now. Or there's something else going on that you feel some kind of way about, but you're not yet revealing. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Let's see what the guidance is. I just saw my dog. Yeah. So let's see. I almost called you Libra. Yes, love yourself. Isn't that what I felt earlier? This card says, now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for all of your blessings. Give count to your blessings that will grow and mature you. And then study. Spirit has its own way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning an old thing in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to learn. Yes, that's what I felt earlier. Something from the past that you need to forgive because you learned from it, and to love yourself a little bit more. Sagittarius. All right, so wow, that was interesting reading. Oh, zodiac signs, like a million of them here. But what sticks out to me the most is Leo, Libra, Scorpio. But I also have a Pisces here. And I felt Aries energy as well as Virgo. And there's Gemini there. Okie dokie, pokey. Can you guys see my dog in the background? Before I go to Capricorn, check her out. Yeah. She's very, very sleepy. She's so cute. All right, Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, wow. There was a wide variety of messages coming through, but I was actually getting Virgo energy. It could be that you have Virgo in your chart or you're dealing with someone that does, but we're also in Virgo season. So this energy I feel like is all about like details, detail-oriented things, work, what you do for a living, paying closer attention to like your daily rituals, your daily habits, being more grounded, being more practical. And this is right in your wheelhouse for you, Capricorn. I feel like that's the area that they're wanting you to focus on for the majority of September, really. So, and diet. Because you know what they were showing me? Donuts and donut holes. You know? I mean, personally, I love donuts, but why donuts? I don't really know. Okay, so you have the sextile of opportunity here. So this is all about doors of opportunity opening to you, welcomed communication, welcome developments, insight coming through, the solution being available to you, people that want to collaborate with you, possibly like the universe wanting to be of assistance to you during this time frame, Capricorn. And I feel like the odds kind of being in your favor for whatever reason, which is not a message that I get very often, but and isn't that kind of what Virgo's reading was about? Like, definitely the odds were in Virgo's favor as well. So for sure, check that reading out. And abundance, the card of abundance. So there's an opportunity here to grow financially through your natural ability or natural education or natural talents. This is not like needing to go back to school to learn something that you don't already know, although some of you, whatever. This is more so like using your innate knowledge, like the things that you're naturally freaking good at, and really honing in on that, and that giving you like for some of you another stream of income, or it could lead to that in the future, but it opens some sort of door or portal for you. So think about this, Capricorn. What are you naturally good at? Like, we're all naturally good at something, right? Or what are you naturally drawn towards? Okay, so like what holds your interest? Okay, so like for me personally, and I have 3 or 4 Capricorn placements. I have Capricorn and Mercury as well. So how I behave in work is very much like Capricorn energy. And I'm naturally drawn to spirituality, and I have been as long as I could remember. I mean, even as like a small child, I wanted my palm read, I wanted astrology books. Like, I was never interested in anything other than spirituality. So it makes sense, right, that would become a career path for me. But not necessarily something you go to school for. It's just like, that's just where I was naturally pulled. So ask yourself that. Like, there's one thing to have a degree or to go to a 9 to 5, and yes, you can satisfy your needs that way, but it's a whole nother thing when you're actually doing something that's in alignment with your natural gifts or an interest. So I don't know why this is being highlighted, but like, this is important for you. So let's see what else. Yeah, the Page of Swords, which is all about learnings. Learning. Some of you, it's as simple as learning to also let go. Right? It could be that you doubted yourself, or maybe you were holding on to something you were familiar with but wasn't necessarily satisfying everything, all of your desires, which we're always going to have unsatisfied desires, because desires produce wanting, and wanting produces creation, and creation produces life. But there's something here that I feel like once satisfied you, Capricorn, and now you've like outgrown this, or you have some new ideas or insights coming in as to how you can build off of something possibly. But it's like, this is a time frame where you might be asked to kind of evaluate what no longer serves you, because there's this newer energy coming in. Some of you, this is just downright entrepreneurship. I'm just going to say it. Some of you are would be encouraged to look towards entrepreneurship. But of course, that's not for everyone, right? Don't make it fit if it doesn't. But if that's an idea you've been toying with, I feel like you're going to get some insight around that during this time frame. For others of you, this is just talking about being more self-sufficient, being more, okay, I'm getting a few words: reliant, dependable. What else? Adaptable. But relying on yourself, not other people. This is self-reliance here showing up. I think the reason too that they're asking you to focus on that area is because when it comes to like relationships or emotions, that could be like an uncomfortable spot right now. And if it feels uncomfortable, leave it alone for now. Or maybe some of you just aren't interested in that. I don't know. They're not highlighting relationships right now. Okay, so the 9 of Wands and the person you're connecting with, and the Knight of Cups. So whoever you might be connecting with during this time frame, I feel like this person is giving up. They gave up. They're giving up. Some of them is just giving up the need to keep their walls up. Okay, so it's not necessarily a bad thing, but something is, they're giving up the fight. They're giving up something. There's something that they either need to give up or they are giving up. But I actually feel like it's setting this person free. So then they go into this energy of being more authentic and honest with how they're actually feeling. And that providing some sort of opportunity for them as well to gain more emotional satisfaction in their life. So let's see what the guidance is. It says, just ask. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We're made up of divine source, loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirits. Helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask. So some of y'all, this is so simple. Ask for a sign. I mean it. Like, not out loud, but you can. Or ask in your mind. Tomorrow, here's what I want you to do, Capricorn. Tomorrow when you wake up, if you can, meditate 10-15 minutes. If not, at least quiet your mind for a few moments. And the only question that you should ask of the universe is, I would like the universe to show me movement in a situation or signs as to what would be the best for me. And then pay attention to what happens and what you find during the day. And they're showing me feathers, which I love finding feathers because I always take that as a spiritual sign. I don't know why. Okay, so could be dealing with Libra, Sagittarius, Libra again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Scorpio again. Or that could be in your chart or the chart of the person you are connecting with. And Virgo, call that as well. Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Have you found tons of feathers? Cool. I did do Gemini, but you can rewind it. I'm sorry, I just need a brain break for a moment, guys, before I go to Aquarius. Okay. Okay, so Aquarius, I was getting messages about spirituality, divination, symbolism, signs, spiritual awakenings, third eye openings, like really any image that they could show me that would indicate that you're on some sort of self-awareness or self-awakening path, they showed me. So this could be a very spiritual time for you, or a time of where you're learning new things about yourself as well, because I'm getting the word self-awareness. And it's like every time you think that you really know yourself, Aquarius, you tend to surprise yourself. Or anytime other people think that they know you, you tend to surprise other people. So you are you are a fixed sign, but you're also the sign of rebellion and out of the box thinking. So have a tendency to surprise other people, as well as yourself sometimes. So I feel like you might be surprising yourself during this time period. That could be a good thing. That could be a not so good thing. I'm not really sure. It just kind of depends on where your head is at. But let's see what else is coming through for you, Aquarius. Oh, and I definitely was seeing angels and guides. So, Aquarius, this might be a good time too to practice your intuition, meditate. I don't know if you're interested in getting in tune with your own guidance, but we all have guides, we all have angels, we all have spirit available to us. It's just simply learning how to quiet your mind long enough to receive the message. It's really all that it is. So some of you could benefit from quieting your mind a little bit, or strengthening that intuitive muscle a little bit here. And you have two cards. So you have the 8th house of intimacy and Taurus energy, Scorpio Taurus energy here. You could be connecting with either of those signs or have that in your chart, or it's just the influencing vibe. So this is talking about intimacy, sex, intense, very intense energy, your Kundalini energy. It also talks about the unseen, okay, or the unknowable, your intuitive self. And then paired with the Taurus energy, it talks about, at the same time, Aquarius, staying practical, staying grounded. Productivity is your friend, you know, and be patient with yourself. So, but both of these cards, if I'm being completely honest, are like a hedonistic energy. So, yeah, y'all. Okay, so Aquarius, you could be giving off a very sexual energy, and not even know it, or you could be, other people might be finding you very sexually attractive, or you could be attracting someone to you that there's a lot of sexual energy or chemistry around. Okay, I'm just saying, you have two cards here of pleasure seeking. So, yep. All right, let's see what else. Oh my gosh, the Hierophant, more Taurus energy for some of you. The Page of Wands and the Ten of Swords, Aries energy here as well. So this is like getting in tune with your higher calling. And how do you do that, Aquarius? By being the big kid that you naturally are. Here's the other thing about Aquarian energy. Yeah, you're intellectual. People usually like to come to you for advice, but you're also a huge kid. Like Aquarian is like almost like childlike energy at the heart of Aquarians. So it's like some of y'all, the way to get into tune with what you're naturally gifted at, what you came here to do, your spiritual path, is to just be the big kid that you are, to have fun, to be playful, to tap into that inner child and get rid of that inner critic, right? This is, again, the Hierophant, which is highlighting spirituality, beliefs, and traditions. It also talks about relationships and commitments and being more playful in that arena, being more lighthearted, not being so serious. Because honestly, you don't even really feel comfortable in that very rigid and serious energy. It's just not an energy that you're very that's in your wheelhouse. Let me say that to you. Not that you can't be serious, but it's like the preference is to be a little bit more lighthearted, okay? And actually, the more lighthearted you could be, especially when it comes to relationships, but really any area of your life, the more things go your way, the more things align for you, the more things get cleared up without you having to do much, the more empowered you feel, the more you attract like minds, and then this tension can kind of release from you. So, what's the key to releasing stress? Get a good laugh in. Humor. You know? Humor. All right, so let's see the person you might be connecting with. Like, don't be so serious. Oh, come on. All right, hold on a second. That's way too many cards, but I guess I'll take them. All right. Person you're connecting with is the Chariot, the Page of Cups, and the Hermit. So Aquarius, it's almost like the more you allow yourself to be your playful self, the more it grabs the attention of other people or a certain person. It's like, wow, well, dang, Aquarius seems to be doing all right over there, so maybe I should be doing all right, you know, or like, I'm hearing they'll follow your lead. So whatever mood or dominant energy you're in, Aquarius, tends to bleed into the mood or energy of a person or the people that you are most connected to. You tend to dominate or lead the energy, or at least during this time frame. So it's like if you get tapped into your loving, playful side, then whoever you're connecting with also gets tapped into their loving, playful side. Vice versa, if you go into the seriously negative mind space, likely the person or people you're connected to will also be affected by that, or they may have a tendency to kind of meet you where you're at and go negative themselves. So pay attention. Pay attention to how powerful your mood is and what you choose to give focus is, because it's almost like a ripple effect onto the person or people you're connecting with. So, oh, wow. I feel like also this person is wanting to emotionally kind of move forward. They're in this peacemaking, like friendly type of energy. Maybe after a time period of needing to kind of go within and internalize some things or self-reflect, they're coming out in this more loving energy. I do feel like this person sometimes will match the energy of whoever they're connected with. It's kind of like this, it's a little bit of a childish energy, which kind of reminds me of the Scorpio reading. They tend to, they don't tend to, sometimes they can take it there, but I also feel like this person is also doing some healing around their inner child or childhood as well. That may or may not be related to you, but see what the guidance is. It says, you are not alone. We are here for you. No. You are not alone. We never left through all the sadness and loneliness. We were always there. However, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your guides, your angels, your family, your friends. You are never alone. We walk beside you. Isn't that interesting? I got this card because I was getting messages about angels and guides. Some of you need to remember that even when you're alone, you're not alone. Okay, there was a song that came through. Like, Just remember that, Aquarius, you're always being guided no matter what. And then study. So there's also some sort of lesson being learned. This came out on this person's end. I feel like what they're learning about is their inner critic, but also their inner child. So it could be dealing with Cancer, Taurus, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Leo energy, or have that in your chart. Okay. All right, Pisces. Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, such a wide variety. I don't even know where to start. I saw an egg. I don't know why. And then I heard what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Like what came first in a situation, symbolically speaking, who knows, right? Um, and then interestingly enough, I got a song. It's called LSD. I don't know who sings it. Love, Sex, Dreams. That's what it stands for. Maybe that's where your focus is. Love, sex, dreams. I mean, that's not a terrible thing to be focused on. You know what I mean? Well, an egg also could mean that you're fertile if you're a female Pisces and of age. So caution. Obviously, if you're not at that age, then don't worry about it. But there is something about fertility coming through as well. So, and also they're highlighting the sacral chakra, whether you're masculine or feminine. So this is your Kundalini energy here. 8th house Scorpio energy for some of you. I don't know a Pisces that doesn't love, sex, and dreams. I'm saying. I mean, you are the dreamiest of the zodiac signs, are you not? So, anyways, okay, you have Sagittarius energy here. This is talking about being more enthusiastic, seeking out new types of experiences, very blunt, very honest energy. Might be interested in getting out there and exploring a little bit more, very independent type of vibe. So you could be embodying that, Pisces, or you could be connecting with someone who embodies those traits or has Sagittarius in their chart, sun, moon, rising in particular. And then you have 10 of Pentacles next to that. So it's almost like the keys to getting what you want is through kind of new experiences or exploring new things. There's this very supportive, grounded energy showing up as well. So sometimes, Pisces, I feel like you can get a little ungrounded because just of your ruling energy, your ruling planet. But this is like taking something out of the imagination and making it practical is possible right now. Okay. Or having like the backing or the support necessary to kind of build your dreams or build yourself up or to make a dream a reality is what I keep getting. So, let's see. The Queen of Wands. Whoa. The Seven of Cups. And for some reason, I wanted one more. Six of Pentacles. So, Pisces, this is like having choices. And I feel like these are good choices. Like, I honestly feel like you can't go wrong. Like, as long as you're coming from a place of love and passion, you cannot get this wrong. You know, and it may feel like some of you feel hesitant to make a certain choice because maybe you have a fear of, you know, choosing wrong. But the message here is that you can't get it wrong. And you can't get it wrong because it's never done. And it's never done because you're eternal. And if nothing else, what you're getting out of the experience is growth and learning, which is very similar to the Sagittarius reading that I just did. And maybe check out their readings, similar kind of message. It's just like there's lots of doors of opportunity here, and all you have to do is kind of tap into this very creative side of you. Also, some of you are like magic. They're giving me the song Black Magic Woman. This is especially true for my feminine Pisces. You might be really tuned into like your ability to manifest magic. They're showing me the Magician card. But it could also be for my masculines, or you could be connecting with someone who has that type of charm or that type of energy about them. It's just like there's good, exciting changes coming in and you having choices. And really the only holdout or like the only blockage is like your own doubt, your own insecurity, which is stemming from fearing that you're going to get it wrong, and you can't get it wrong. So just ask yourself, if I can't get it wrong, and then what would I choose? What would be worth my time and energy? Man, that's like the millionth time the Page of Cups has come out. And the Page of Wands. So the person you're connecting with here, Pisces, has some growth opportunities. All right, we'll say that. They have some learning experiences ahead of them. As the Wheel of Fortune is showing up, like this person is needing to learn a lesson around emotional maturity, but also the way that they make decisions. Because I feel like sometimes this person is just like, doesn't always think things through, or they have a tendency to maybe be a little bit impulsive or childlike. Some of you, this is a child, right? So take it as it resonates, and you can have a positive impact on this person. But I feel like they will, you know, learn this lesson in due time, and it will make them a stronger person, and then they'll be able to manifest a more stable experience at that point. But right now, they are still in the learning phase. So what is the guidance then? Also, just if you don't know that song and you go look it up, it is an R-rated song. So I don't want you to be surprised and be like, whoa, Dana had me listen to this to this LSD song. It's not for children. It's adults only. So let's see. All right, so they have, or you have, embraced the moment. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you are changing your energy to be a positive influence. Wow. So what impact do you have on other people? Well, it just depends on how positive you are yourself. And how loving you can be yourself, Pisces. And that's where all your power is, right? So you could be dealing with another Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Scorpio again, Leo, Aries, Cancer, and yeah, those are the predominant signs I'm seeing. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know, guys, in the comments down below. And don't forget to give me a like if you haven't yet, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'm hosting an event on Facebook, as I said earlier, Friday night. The full moon is actually on Saturday, but it comes in right in the morning. So I'm going to do a Friday night full moon collective group reading. If you want to attend, you can click on the link in the chat that Infinite shared, but also you can click in the description box and follow my Facebook and buy the ticket there. You don't actually have to be there live to watch. You can watch the recorded version afterwards if you can't make the live. But you will have a chance to submit your question, and after I do the group reading, I'm going to do my best to select questions out of the chat and interact with you guys. So if you don't want to miss out, make sure you follow me there. Otherwise, I am wishing you the very super best and the very best, awesomest day and week ahead. And I love you so much. Thank you. And until next time. Namaste. Bye.